Good morning, black and white sports fans. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers over there. We respect women over here. We respect mothers. So thanks for everybody coming out and watching us on Mother's Day. Spend time with your mothers later on today, but we appreciate everybody actually showing up this morning here. And joined as always, the co-owner of Black and White Network and Black and White Sports, Rhodes Rants. What's going on?
Good morning, Mr. Matrix, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I hope it's a good one. I hope you maybe get you a present or something, some flowers, a card, something from somebody, I hope. So
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Yes, man.
Joe
Bob Tar Heel says Matrix looks like Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn from Major League. You know what? Now that I think about it, man, these glasses do look similar.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm actually wearing these glasses, I was telling Rhodes before we went live, I needed reading glasses anyway. So these are progressive lenses, and they're not like regular eyeglasses. They're like blurry on the side, and you have to look directly like in the middle, focus on what you're looking at. And the reason I'm wearing this is because I got to get used to them. I've had them for 3 or 4 days now, and it was really weird the first few days. And I wear contact lenses for the most part. So the contacts don't affect me. These, they do. So I'm starting to get used to them. Things are starting to get more in focus. Yeah, but I do see how the wild thing is. So you may see me actually moving over here because I have my second screen right here, and the chat is off to the side. But if I turn my head a little bit, it looks blurry. So I have to like turn my head a little bit to really see. Like Joker Wonder Woman put the website there, and if I turn my head a little bit, it looks blurry. But now I turn my head, now it's in focus. So that's what I'm trying to get used to here. And like she said, check out the website. Membership's available over there. And you can donate directly if you don't want to send super chat by donating directly to the website. Because we are here to talk about LaChina James again.
That reminds me of one of my favorite scenes from the Major League movies. Actually, Major League 2. Wild Things out there. And of course, Major League 2, he kind of has a fall from grace, right? So
it's been so long since I saw the movies, man.
So they have a free agent join their team, Jack Parkman, played by David Keefe, and he's a complete a-hole. I mean, he's a total jerk off. And Wild Things out there at spring training, he's named all his pitches. Like Nolan Ryan's got the Express, and he's got the Terminator, and all these different names. And he tells Parkman, he says, if you get a piece of this, you can name it. And Parkman says, okay. So he throws his fastball, which he's lost like 5 or 6 miles an hour off of it. He throws a fastball, and he says, he hits it like 450 foot. and Parkman looks at him, and he kind of does like this. He said, nah, I'd call it the masturbator.
That is funny.
I love it. I love it.
That is so funny. It's been so long since I actually saw Major League. And
I've seen all those movies 50 times.
We got our first super chatter today. Salty Bet for $4.99. NBA in serious trouble. They can't hide it forever. Awesome job, guys. Thank you for that super chat. And I guess we can just kind of segue in, man, and not really waste any time talking about the destruction of the NBA, which has become the Marxist NBA of China, as we call it. We need to get a shirt made with that. Some kind of way we need to do that. We got to figure that out.
I would have already done it a long, long time ago, except I'm worried about the whole, if I get NBA in there somehow, I can't figure it out. I'm going to do something. We're going to put that Marxist NBA of China on something.
Yeah, we got to find some way around it, man. We got to find some way around it. So, well, the cop that has been telling off LeBron James, made that epic TikTok video, made a comeback, man. He is keeping his job, and he has doubled down on one LaChana James. He's not going to bat down. He's calling out LeBron. He says basically, that we got to do it because, the mainstream media is not holding him accountable for his conduct. And he said in the video, is he going to apologize to LeBron James? He said, hell no.
No.
Hell no. Epic, man. We need more police officers like a Nate Sylvester out there to stand up for themselves, man. Because his own police department didn't even have his back.
No.
They didn't fire him.
Well, it's more of this woke protocol. I just saw on Fox News this morning that some miscellaneous judge somewhere told all their cops or something. They sent some kind of a rule through where they can no longer wear anything that shows the thin blue line flag, because now it's making a political statement. I guess showing support for law enforcement is now a partisan issue, and we know it is, but that's the lunacy of both of the left now, is they've made being a cop a partisan issue. That's just more of the same. Our governments are not backing our police, and people like LeBron James is getting celebrated for nonsense coming out of his mouth. And look, these cops are fed up. I don't blame them. I don't blame them for being fed up. Cops are retiring, and they're walking off the force early because they don't feel like their police departments and their governments have their back anymore, right?
No, they don't.
And I said quite a few times as we was discussing LeBron James's tweet is that, I mean, for crying out loud, there was a time when our sports figures would have personally reached out to the police officer in Ohio that saved that girl's life. They would have, basketball players, football players, baseball players would have personally reached out to that cop and congratulated him for a job well done and for saving that woman's life. And now they have made him the enemy. It's crazy. It's crazy. We said yesterday in our member stream, it's like we're living in Bizarro world. Superman's got a villain counterpart named Bizarro, and everything's opposite. Right. Well, that's what we've ended up in, is Bizarro world. I mean, it's lunacy. We're celebrating criminals. We're treating criminals like law-abiding citizens and heroes now.
Right.
It's crazy. It's almost like we're in a comic book. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's nuts.
Make sure everybody smashes that thumbs up button over here. Looks like the chat is moving really slow. I don't know why. It's starting to pick up a little bit. I don't know if there was some kind of an issue. Because even the thumbs up numbers are not moving in real time. I'm having to refresh to actually see it, but we had like over 500 people watching. It was still only showing 64 thumbs up. And then I refreshed and now it's 175. So I don't know. No thumbs down yet though. So I guess that's a good thing right there.
Yeah, I'm watching it in StreamYard, the chat. It's coming in pretty. I've got comments from 9:10 a.m. showing up, and it's 9:10 a.m. on my computer.
Yeah,
so.
it was coming in slow. People saying that they just got the notification a few minutes ago. Maybe notifications went through a little bit slow. I don't know. But I like this comment here from Masa Miliano. Says, Black and White Sports, I would suggest Marxist Basketball Association, NBA.
Oh.
That's a good one, man.
Very good.
That's a good one. I like that. We may actually have to implement that.
I will get on that.
Yeah, Rhodes will probably be able to make that pretty fast. And somebody,
Inter-
what? Go ahead.
Interesting. I've got to find some way to change the NBA logo in some manner, because I want the Jerry West logo, but I've got to change it somehow. So,
You can put like
uh,
a Chairman Mao like logo.
that's
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, that's
yeah. I
good.
think that'd be
Cool.
good, man.
Yeah, cool. Mick Walsh, what's up?
Yeah, Mick Walsh, man, he joined us on the members live stream yesterday on the panel. Guys, I highly recommend that you support us over on Black and White Network, man. That first live stream was so much fun.
Oh, it
We
was a
had
blast.
we had a blast, man. He was on the panel. Joker Wonder Woman was on the panel, and we had some people in the chat too. Very good first live stream. We was just shooting the breeze, man, talking about pretty much whatever. We talked a little bit of news, a little bit of sports, a little bit of politics, a little bit of entertainment, because that's what we cover here, man. Black and White Network covers all dimensions of pop culture, entertainment, and the news. And it was uncensored. Uncensored. That is the key part of it, man. Because even on this live stream here, we have to kind of watch what we say, because even though we take this down and we actually don't have monetization turned on, but it's still live on YouTube. And this is actually going to go up on to the live channel now, which is actually monetized. So some of the things we were actually saying yesterday on the members stream, we wouldn't actually say here. And Joker Wonder Woman even points out, yeah, it was fun. She was on the panel. Any word when LeBron is actually coming back, man?
I don't know, man. His ankle is supposed to be super sore right now.
Yeah, it's probably going to be
And
jacked. That's only like what, 5, 6 games left in the regular season, and they are they're in the playing game scenario now.
Oh yeah.
So
And
they're in real trouble, man.
Well, and what I read the other day was that he actually came back, and he only came back, technically speaking, according to him, he only came back to test his ankle, essentially. Like, he came back to play to see how it was going to feel if he tried to play. And evidently, I mean, it was 2 games. Oh, crap. I mean, he was like, okay, it's too sore. I'm out. And that's why he's setting out right now. Yeah. Now, the strange part about it is Vogel, what is it? Frank Vogel? That's your coach, Vogel. Right?
Yeah.
He said something about LeBron is not missing games due to injury right now. Well, what exactly are you doing?
He said that?
Yeah, he came out and said it was something not to do with the ankle or something. So maybe he's got another injury or something like that, right?
But the whole deal was his ankle was sore, and now Anthony Davis is hurt again because he had what happened to him the other day? He was out again too.
Do you know who they're going to have to play? It looks like potentially the Golden State Warriors.
Oh yeah. I was about to bring that up.
Steph's going to shoot him out of the building.
Yeah, I know the Warriors aren't that good, and we know if it comes down to it. Now, one saving grace for the Lakers is that playing game, you can lose the first game because you get to play another game in the playing game. You have to lose twice to be eliminated. Now, the way the Lakers look, and with their injury situation, it's a real possibility, man, that you would think, man, that they would probably want LeBron to come back for the last game of the regular season to get his legs back under him, because you saw the disaster that happened when he came back before. He was not the same. He would probably have to come back the last 2 games. I know they don't want to rush him back, but that play-in scenario, man, that's the wrong time to try to get healthy, right? They're in big trouble, man. I'm going to say, man, they're probably going to be, they may be eliminated from the actual regular playoffs.
You know what? I want the Lakers to make it. I want to be able to talk trash about them through their playoff run. I want to see
Okay.
them I want to see them get embarrassed over an entire series by somebody knocked out, make it in, and then get destroyed by somebody.
Hmm.
That's what I want to see. Plus, I want to see their pathetic ratings when LeBron James is playing. That's
Hmm.
what I want to see. Because I'm going to tell you what's odd. Hey, this is something I was talking about in my ratings video. When LeBron came back, the rating on that game was 441,000 viewers.
Wow.
And then when we got around to the following games on, I think it was Monday, he did not play. The Lakers' ratings were actually higher in the game he did not
He did
play
not
in.
play, man. That's a telltale sign
Yeah.
of the state of the NBA that a Lakers game with LeBron James gets more people watching when he's not playing. And guys, we've actually, seen the chat, man. There's Laker fans that saying we're not watching because of LeBron James and the NBA overall.
They're all over in our comments section. Our LaChina James videos, lifetime Laker fan here. I'm done. I'm not watching them.
Yeah.
I don't care about the championship they won last year. They're out. They're out.
Yeah.
Lifelong Laker fans. Okay, we're talking about folks that most likely are in California. Okay,
Right.
in California, and they're out because of all the political nonsense that's come out of the NBA.
Yeah. Let me and I want to segue talking about the Lakers here in a minute. Let me read some of these super chats here, and then we're gonna get to those team values because that's pretty horrific, man. If you're a Lakers fan, but let me get to these super chats that just came in here. Thanks for everybody that has donated so far. Super chat does really help support this live stream here. So let me get to it. And where are we at? Amber H for $4.99. You guys are amazing. One of the only sports channels I will watch. Well, thank you. We like it when people really do support us, man, because a lot of people aren't watching sports, but they're watching us. Harmon D, $4.99. Keep doing good work, gentlemen. Thank you so much for that. Mick Walsh for €2. The NBA, I call it the Chinese Basketball Association. Yes. And they actually have a Chinese Basketball Association. I'm really liking it. Marx's Basketball Association for sure.
It's really good. It's really good.
Really good.
That may actually make it into some videos too. The MBA, Marxist Basketball Association. I really like that.
I like
really
that
good.
one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Austin, $4.25 for $10. Keep up the great work. Thank you for that. And Don Julio TV for $4.99. The NBA hates you if you're a conservative, respect police, call out bigotry, a traditional Christian, a straight man, and a straight white man, etc. You're right. And I'm really having to look like over here to actually read this. So I have to do it like that. Usually I can look out my peripheral and it'll be in focus, but not anymore now. So I got to get used to those these glasses still. But thank you so much for everybody super chatting so far. We're all caught up right now. Not a whole lot of them to actually read there. So these team values, man. The Lakers are not the most valuable NBA franchise in their own state. The Golden State Warriors and the Golden State Warriors the last few years have not been good. Last season, they were atrocious. This season, they're teetering 500, below 500 or whatever. And overall, man, the history of the Warriors, man, hasn't really been that great, man. I remember the Warriors were a joke, really, before the Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Remember, they actually did have a good run when they actually beat the Mavericks in the first round.
Yeah.
Best of 7, they beat the Mavericks in the first round.
I actually liked that team before Kevin Durant came along. They were actually fun to watch, the Golden State Warriors.
I never liked the Warriors, man. That 3-point shooting, man. I know they're great shooters, man. That's not the style of basketball that I liked. Not my style.
I
You
still
know,
like the 90s, the 80s and 90s style when we had
me too.
the Pistons and the Knicks and the Pacers. And, a hockey game essentially
Yeah.
broke out during a basketball game.
That's why I like that grind, those
Grind
dogs,
it
man.
out.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Dennis Rodmans, Anthony Masons, Vernon Maxwell's, enforcers. That's
Yeah.
the kind of guys that I like, man. And pretty much every championship team had that one guy, man. That's why my Rockets in the mid-90s, man, we had Vernon Maxwell. He wasn't stopping Michael Jordan, but he can bother Michael Jordan enough. That's why the Rockets were like 7-3 in from 1990 to I believe 1995 against the Bulls, man, because he just had that dog in him. He wasn't soft, he wasn't weak. He was that kind of dude. And not too many of those guys exist anymore in the NBA.
Well, I even, people forget, even John Starks, the point guard of the Knicks, was a complete bulldog. He was a bulldog out there.
Charles Oakley too, man.
Charles Oakley, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, remember guys like Vinnie Johnson for the Pistons?
Yeah.
The microwave, all those guys were tenacious. They were
Bill Laimbeer, man. Everybody hated Bill Laimbeer. Rick Mahorn too, man.
Yeah.
Rick Mahorn too, man. But
I loved it.
Laimbeer, man, he didn't bat down if your name was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man. Remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in Airplane was actually talking about Laimbeer. He got out of character, man. He's like, because the kid was like, you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers. I think you're the best. My dad doesn't think you play hard enough on defense. And then he gets out of character. He says, the hell I don't. He grabs the kid by the shirt and says, you tell your dad try carrying Walton and Laimbeer down the court for 48 minutes or something like that. And he pushed him away, man.
Hey, people said Kurt Rambis. Remember him?
Oh, yeah. I remember Kurt Rambis.
Yeah.
He was actually a coach of the Lakers for a little bit. I think he was the Lakers head coach.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I remember Laimbeer. But today, man, if a guy like Laimbeer played today, man, he'll be suspended from the NBA. He wouldn't be able to play in this NBA, man, because they'd be calling a foul on him. He'd have so many flagrant fouls, man. Remember, because back in the day, there was no flagrants. It was just good old hard fouls.
Can you imagine after one of these 3-point shooters made about three pointers in a row, you would have Anthony Mason go out there and knock that son of a bitch into the first row? He'd be like, "We've had enough of that. We're done with that."
Yeah.
He would absolutely. He would jack him up. Yeah.
But anyway, what do you make of this, man? What does this actually say to where a dumpster fire franchise in the New York Knicks and a traditional dumpster fire franchise in the Golden State Warriors are now worth more than the Lakers?
Yeah,
and LeBron James is there.
We're talking about what was supposed to be the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA.
Yeah.
A true national powerhouse team in the Lakers. And not only that, but the Warriors, their growth rate is nearly twice what the Lakers is in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Nearly twice.
And the Warriors are not a national brand.
No.
You don't ever see, I mean, out here in Texas, man, in Houston, mostly Rockets fans, but you never see anybody walking around rocking a Golden State Warriors jersey out here. I really haven't seen it. You'll see Laker fans. You see Laker jerseys.
Now, I do believe that a lot of kids coming up are really imitating Steph Curry's game. I think he's very popular among kids.
You can relate to him, man, because think of this, man. Steph is a sharpshooter. Anybody can shoot a basketball. Anybody can shoot. I'm not saying they can do it on Steph Curry's level, but you can aspire to do what Steph does. A guy like a Michael Jordan, a guy like a LeBron James, you can't do that, man. That's a rare, rare talent to have that kind of physical strength, flying through the air, dunking on people. Steph doesn't do any of that. So I think that kids can relate to him, and he did revolutionize the game, which I think is kind of for the worst, man, because I don't like all these 3-pointers. I like back to the basket centers. You know, I grew up watching Hakeem. That was special right there. I watched players actually growing up playing defense, which right now, man, if you actually are a great, great offensive player and a great defensive player, that's kind of rare now, man. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, great offensive players. They play defense. David Robinson, growing up, great offensive player, great defensive player. Hakeem, great offensive player, probably the greatest defensive player of all time. Nowadays, man, your best offensive players, they don't play any defense. Think of this. Steph Curry can't guard me.
Well, we're weirdly celebrating players like Russell Westbrook. You know, I mean, the media, and that's partly the media's fault. I mean, look, I'm sorry. I don't think Russell Westbrook's that great a player. I mean, when you score 30 points, but you got to chunk up 45 shots to do it.
Yeah, he's not efficient.
You know, no, not at all.
He doesn't play defense either.
He doesn't play defense, but you know as well as I do, the media celebrated him hard for about 5 or 6 years.
Right.
Like some in the media were calling him the best player in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, come on. I mean, that guy couldn't be any more inefficient.
Yeah.
And it's guys just like that has, you know, social justice aside, in my opinion, ruined the game. I mean, you know, they've made it almost unwatchable.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's it's not the same brand of basketball. It's really not.
I think the only player today that truly is a great offensive player that plays defense is Giannis.
He's a hell of a basketball player.
He is. He's pretty much the only one. I know LeBron isn't the same defensive player he was, but back in the 90s, man, pretty much all your great players were great on both sides of the ball. Not so much now.
Yeah.
And I know we got a few other super chats that came in, so I'm going to turn my head and read them because, like I said, these glasses here. And let's see here. We have a $50 super chat from Mike. Thank you so much. I can't even read it. There it is. That's it. I've been watching y'all's videos for a while. Keep up the good work. Get rid of woke MBA. MBA, Marxist Basketball Association. Yes, we're trying to do that, man.
That's fixing to catch on like with China James.
Yeah, it is. I think, man, because I notice other channels now are starting to say LaChina James because of us.
I know it. I know it. It's crazy.
That. Yeah. Buzz Allman for $5. Has anyone ever informed LeBron that basketball was invented by a white guy? I hate the racist crap. Somebody should tell him that Dr. James Naismith was white. But he wasn't a cop, though. So, yeah, I don't think LeBron needs to repatch page 1 to actually get all the facts, you know. Facts actually start on page 2. The Greg for $5. Quote, you leave town tonight, right now, and when you're gone, you stay gone. You lost all your LA privileges, close quote. Marcellus Wallace, Pulp Fiction 2, LeBum James. I like that Pulp Fiction reference right there. Man, it's one of the great movies of all time.
Fire Chip Kelly.
The Greg did. Oh, he did not say that initially. But here he says fire Chip Kelly for another $5. So thank you for that. The Greg, man, we was about to get on you, man. You were slipping a little bit. You were slipping a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, we're back to it now, all caught up on the super chats. Um, where were we at? Oh, these NBA ratings too, man. Historic now. And we
Oh,
we'd already we'd
it's
already
awful.
kind of dived into that too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the ratings are absolutely terrible. They're consistently not drawing a million viewers on games. And I'll tell you what's funny. They've had several Nets games that have been drawing like 800 and 900,000 viewers. And the Nets is supposed to be the other premier national story in the league. The big three, the supposed big three, fat ass James Harden, uh, Kyrie. I've got to take all kinds of days off because I'm super woke and my feelings are hurt.
Yeah.
Irving and Kevin Durant. Kevin, I got to go and join a super team to win a ring. Durant. That's supposed to be the other big story in the league, and they can't even draw a million viewers on a nationally televised game.
But you
I
know what?
mean,
That eight nine hundred
think about
thousand
that.
seems like a lot right now.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, that's
I know
putrid
it's
for
not.
the
I know
NBA.
it's
That's
not.
it's to give you an example, last year was the all-time worst ratings for that ABC primetime game that the NBA has that is weekly. Well, that has since dropped even more, so now it's at even a lower all-time level. But this is the difference. I went back to like 2016, back in the absolutely no politics, none of that in the NBA. And that game now is drawing like 1.4 million viewers. It used to draw like over 3 million, like 3.5 million, 4 million viewers a week. And now 1.4 on free TV. Think about that a minute. Free TV in antenna TV when so many people have chosen, hey, let's keep the Netflix and let's go back to antenna. Many people have decided to do that
Yeah.
to cut cost.
Right.
So and look, they're choosing to flip it over to the Grit channel and watch Gunsmoke reruns as opposed to watch the NBA on a Saturday. I mean, think
Yeah.
about that a minute.
Think
Yeah.
think think about this, man. We've actually had more people watch our small YouTube channel here in 1 week than what the NBA gets on a nationally televised game. Because I believe we were at 1.3 million views so far in 1 week.
Hey,
So
hey,
a national televised game that comes on in a week is getting 700,000 people watching.
dude, and at that last week in April, we had days that we outdrew NBA games.
I know that.
I mean, think about that.
That's insane.
Yeah.
We were outdrawing the NBA.
Yeah. That's
I know it
right.
was on like a few
That's
days,
right.
man, but still, I mean, that was like record breaking views for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two dudes from Texas outdrawing what's supposed to be the third biggest sport in the United States. Think about that a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in one day. I mean, like head-to-head days with the NBA, we are outdrawing them on viewers. I mean, that's crazy. That's
That is
absolutely
definitely
crazy.
crazy. And
Yeah.
AEW, man, AEW is coming to destroy the NBA. I mean, Rhodes knows way more about the AEW, man, and
Oh yeah.
we had
Yeah.
actually been talking about making a wrestling channel. You know, I won't be on there because I don't focus on wrestling. But Rhodes may get somebody else to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got
AEW is rising.
they did nearly 1.1 million views this last week
Wow.
on Wednesday night. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're easily outdrawing at least half of all the NBA games every week. So if during a regular week, if the NBA has say 6 nationally televised games, AEW's outdrawing at least 3 of them. And in some weeks, they're outdrawing all of them. I mean, they're beating all the NBA games in some weeks right now. And we're talking about a wrestling organization that's been around for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. You know? And never mind WWE. I mean, Raw and SmackDown are destroying the NBA. It's not even close. It's not even close. Raw and SmackDown will outdraw NBA playoff games this year. Think about that a minute.
I tell you what. Remember, there was that rumor that LeBron was trying to recruit Steph Curry to the Warriors. But however, Steph can actually get a max contract this offseason.
To the Lakers, you mean?
Yeah. He was, because LeBron wants to get every superstar on the planet. But anyway, Steph Curry, man, if he's smart, which I'm pretty sure he will, he better take that damn money from the Warriors and run, because that well will dry up once they try to get that new TV deal. Because based on the ratings the last few years, that money ain't going to be there. The NBA makes its money based off of TV ratings, TV deals. And they're going to be looking at those the numbers of people watching games. You guys are getting 800,000 people. You guys used to get millions. We ain't paying you that kind of money. You guys don't have that kind of drawing power anymore. So that well is going to dry up.
They're routinely having games in the 600,000s now.
Yeah.
Routinely.
So those guys that got drafted this year, rookie deals, man, or whatever, they're going to want that money. That money ain't going to be there. And all they got to do is look at LeBron James, look at Adam Silver. Thank you for ruining my money. That's what they can do. Now, endorsement deals and stuff like that, that's a different thing.
The NBA's only got one hope, and it's the Marxist ESPN of China. That's their only hope, because ESPN seems to be willing, Disney, let's be honest, Disney, they seem to be willing to lose money on the NBA. I mean, they overpaid for the NBA. I heard Cowherd talking about it like 2 years ago, when after ESPN did that deal with the NBA, he said the reason there's this mass exodus of talent from ESPN is because they overpaid for the NBA. The NBA was not giving them financial returns that they expected, and they were having to lay off talent. He chose not to stay, but one of the guys that was a casualty to that was Ryan Russillo. Okay?
Yeah.
And it's because they wouldn't offer him, he could have stayed, but they wouldn't offer him a fair deal for what the work that Russillo was doing and his rise in popularity. They weren't willing to compensate good talent. And then, let's be honest, who the hell's left at ESPN that you would want to watch now?
Not too many people. I mean, you can't name many people over there. I mean, of course, Stephen A. He's a name. Is Linda Cohn still there?
I haven't seen her on anything in a long time.
I haven't heard anything from her about her in. Let me just look her up real quick here. Linda
Trey
Cohn.
Wingo. Somebody brought up Trey Wingo. That's a great example right there. Trey Wingo. The only guy that I know of for a fact that's not woke at ESPN is Matthew Berry. Is that his name, Matthew Berry? God dang it!
Apparently, Linda Cohn is still at ESPN, but Linda Cohn's not woke. She's not woke. She was actually called out. Well, not necessarily called out, but she acknowledged, that people that have different political opinions over there are afraid to talk out. I think she was the one that actually had said that.
Well, Clay Travis has said many times on his radio show and podcast that there are a ton of people at ESPN that are conservative, but they damn sure won't admit it. They
Yeah.
will not admit
Yeah.
it because they know their job could be in jeopardy if they chose to admit it,
Right.
which is lunacy. I mean, that is
Exactly.
lunacy.
Let's get to some more of these super chats. We had a flood of them come in. Thank you everybody for donating to this stream. And be new with a $20 super chat. Just supporting the channel. You'll have to out Chris Paul in the convo of two-way players. Yeah, Chris Paul is a two-way player, but I was talking about, your great offensive players, as like far as like scoring goes. Chris Paul is like a 16-point a game guy. Right now, I was talking about like your 20+ point per game guys. But good point though, man, because Chris Paul is a great offensive player and he does play defense. Millionero Pensado Rico for $4.99. The BLM movement has taken over the sports world. They bought all of the sports players. You can't go anywhere without seeing them. I'm tired of their emoji. I'm with you on that, man. I mean, the NBA has just sold out to BLM, and they're paying the price for it, man. Future NBA players are going to pay the price for all of this. Be new with another $20 super chat. Toast to beating out the MBA and LaChina views. Thank you. We got. I think overall, man, we have more support than the Marxist NBA at China. Nick T, $5. Rhodes, what do you think of our new QB? He ain't political, so it's a W. LOL. I think he's talking about the 49ers.
Oh, Trey Lance. Kid's got talent. Kid's absolutely got talent. As much as I like Mac Jones, and I do like Mac Jones a lot, and I think he got drafted into a perfect situation. I was not big on Justin Fields. You guys know that. But Trey Lance is raw, but he's got an extremely high ceiling. He's got a gun. He's pretty accurate. He ran a pro-style offense. He's extremely mobile. How fast he is, I mean, he's pretty fast. Now, I'm going to break a narrative out there. Everybody kept saying Mac Jones wasn't real athletic because I'm going to be honest with you, he doesn't look athletic when you look at him. But Mac Jones ran a 4.69 40. That's pretty quick for a damn quarterback. But Trey Lance, I think he's going to be good. But I got to be honest with you. I wish Jimmy G could have stayed healthy. I do, because any quarterback that can look, people forget, 49ers fans forget, the Niners were 0-10. 0-10, goose egg and 10 when Jimmy G took the job and they went 6-0. Jimmy G can play quarterback. He can play quarterback in the NFL. He's 22-8 as a starter. Somebody's going to get a good starting quarterback as long as he can stay healthy. So, be careful, Niners. Be careful. Sean Hill, Tim Rattay, bad Alex Smith years. Who else? Colin Kaepernick, the last season with Chip Dumpster Fire Kelly. Be careful over this Jimmy G thing. I'm telling you, we've seen bad quarterbacks, and Jimmy G is not one. So somebody is about to get a starting quarterback and win some ball games if, and it's a big ass if he can stay healthy. The one full season Jimmy G stayed healthy, we went to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm saying. So I think Trey Lance needs to ride the bench a year. I do. And I'm praying he is not Jordan Love. That scares me. Because there's rumors coming out of Green Bay he can't play.
Yeah, I heard that
he can't play.
I heard that too. That's why that's why they wanted to pay Aaron Rodgers $45 million, and Aaron Rodgers turned him down. So we can actually talk about that when I finish up these super chats here. Um,
Okay.
a Delio for 19.99. Good job, guys. Over 100K. Actually, 105K now. Man, it's amazing. I remember when you had 8K. Keep up the great work. Yeah, we had 8K like around, I think, like last August going into September. Then we got like 30,000 subs during that month. Man, it was insane.
Uh,
That was our
hey,
biggest month.
we thought 8K was the
We thought
shit.
we
Let
we
me tell
thought
you.
we thought we were bit time, man. We thought we were bit
Woo!
time.
Yeah.
Taker 610 with a $2 super chat. Or NBA ratings falling like Chinese rocket debris. Actually, they're falling even
Oh.
worse, probably.
Oh.
I heard a little bit about that Chinese rocket, though. Sonny Crockett, James Sonny Crockett, Miami Vice, $4.99. You guys remind me. You guys remind me of me and Tubbs. Keep up the good fight, and there's a spot for you both on the Vice. Hell, I love Miami Vice, man. That's one of the best TV shows of all time.
I was
Big
going to
fan.
say, we got to make sure we tell him we're both big Miami Vice fans.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and I love the 2006 movie, man. Love
I
that
do
movie.
too.
That's
one
a
of my
really
favorite
good movie.
flicks.
Yeah.
Hashtag underrated. It's
Very,
an underrated
very
flick.
underrated,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. Butt Crack Media with a 99-cent Canadian emoji. Thank you. And we're all caught up, I believe, on the super chats. So, yeah, I guess we can kind of go into this last segment here, man. We got about 13 minutes left, I guess. Aaron Rodgers has reportedly turned down to be the highest paid QB in the NFL at $45 million a year. And that was actually going to be more than Patrick Mahomes. And Aaron Rodgers said, no, I want the hell out of Green Bay. Now, guys, when I found out about this, and Rose did a video on it yesterday, this is it, man. Aaron Rodgers is gone from Green Bay. There's no amount of money that will keep him there. I believe he's willing to actually sit out at this point. If you're going to pass up that kind of money for a franchise you've been with since 2005, you're done. He is mentally checked out. They almost have to trade him now at this point.
They're in a bad situation because when it becomes not about money, more than likely he's out. Okay, because it's something else. It's something else. Most likely, it's got something to do with the new girlfriend, who's an actress, right? And he wants to get to the West Coast. He does have, even though the rumors are, he's probably not getting the Jeopardy job, but he thinks he can get it. Okay, but Jeopardy's ratings were really, really damn good when Aaron Rodgers hosted. They said they were really good.
I didn't see it, so I don't know how he was as the host.
Yeah. And I'll say this. Look, Aaron Rodgers is extremely talented. He's one of the most talented quarterbacks I've ever seen. He is. But somebody said it in the chat, he's a prima donna. I think his attitude sucks. What does it say about him that he doesn't? What does that say to his teammates that he's playing with right now? That he has been so vocal about the fact that essentially, guys, y'all aren't good enough.
He always ends up throwing players under the bus, and it seems like we have lost Rhodes. He is frozen up. So
we don't.
Rhodes, you may want to. You may
actually.
Actually, it's you. You were freezing up, man. Yeah, you were freezing up. So I don't know what happened.
Okay,
like it just cut out your voice. It just cut out. So, we're back, man. Well, I'm back anyway. Yeah, Rhodes. He had actually cut out a few times before. But anyway, Aaron Rodgers, though, man. While Rhodes comes back, I think they don't have a choice now at this point. They have to trade him. They have to. He probably wants to go to the 49ers. And tell you the truth, man, they should have taken that 49ers deal. They really should have. They should have taken that 49ers deal when they had the opportunity, because they could have got a high drafted quarterback, and now they're not going to get it. And I do believe, since I'm waiting on Rhodes to come back, I'm going to read a few more of these other super chats that actually came in. Bro Palo Maris for $10 says, thanks, guys. And Rhodes has just jumped back in. I was actually reading these super chats here while you were coming back. Mike for $5. And this is for you. Rhodes, I want a Dr. Pepper delivery system. LOL. Thanks for that super chat.
An IV system set up.
Yeah. So it was your end, man. You.
Hey,
you
how's my?
What's
Well,
that?
I had been watching you kind of do the robot on and off for like 10 minutes now. So I was like, what's going on here? Your
It's
camera, you would move and
you're
it
not
would
plugged
lock.
in though. You're not plugged in though.
No, I'm not. I'm not plugged in. Hey,
So,
do I need to kill my camera right now or am I good?
no, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
What happened was you had froze up. The camera looked good, and then like there was no sound coming in at all. And then like 10 seconds later, you were still talking. So I don't know what you were talking about. And I told you, oh man, you probably need to dip out because your audio just went completely messed up. So
we've got some bad storms coming this way too right now.
Yeah, I think we do too.
It's gotten dark as hell around here. So
hey, check this out. Nate's Wilden, $20 super chat. Hi guys, thank you for your support. Well, thank you. I wonder if that's actually Nate Sylvester himself that just super chatted us, because his avatar is Nate Sylvester. It could be.
It sure as hell is. Yeah. Yeah,
if
we got
Nate
back,
Sylvester.
Man.
Yeah, if it is Nate Sylvester, we definitely have your back when it comes to LaChana James. Okay, B New with a $20 super chat in reference to Green Bay situation. Proud comes before the fall. Their GM should have traded prior or during the draft and got a quarterback who's worthy of a first round pick. Jordan Love is not. And that's what I was just saying. Rhodes is out, man. They should have taken that San Francisco 49ers trade deal, but they didn't do it. I think that was a big mistake. And now they know that Aaron Rodgers won't take the money. He's going to sit out, man. I mean, they got time. Maybe they can still work out something with the 49ers, maybe.
I don't know. So? That was the
it's going to be tough. Yeah. That was the deal to take. That was the deal to take. Now at this point, man, I believe they shot themselves in the foot. They did. They did, man.
There's heavy rumors that he's willing to set out a year if it comes down, and maybe even retire. But I don't look. He's too vindictive for that. I think if anything, he might pull a Favre if he has to. Like he could either go to a team for a year he doesn't want to play for, like Favre went to the Jets.
Yeah,
but he's liable to try to figure out how he's going to try to get back to the NFC so he can get after the Packers. I mean, he's got some true animosity built up towards that front office.
But I don't think they really will want to trade him to the NFC. I'm thinking maybe the AFC.
No, I think he's going to the Broncos.
Yeah, because that's another place where we heard that he definitely wants to go to. And, John Elway, man, when he actually has a quarterback, man, the Broncos can be really good. I mean, look what happened with Peyton Manning. I mean, probably a different situation, because the Broncos already had a really good defense, man. They carried Tim Tebow to the playoffs, and he couldn't even pass the ball. So John Elway, I like as of course, he's the third greatest quarterback of all time to me too.
Well, their defense is going to be back this year.
Yeah, Yeah, you just froze up once again,
I'm
man.
about
You may
I'm
want
about
to bounce out. You may want to bounce out again.
I'm about to kill my I'm about to kill my camera is what I'm
Yeah, kill
fixing
the
to do.
camera, man. Kill the camera.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So there we go. Now it's working. Now it's working.
Well, when we started the Wi-Fi had 5 bars. Now I've got 2, so that tells you right there. That's
Yeah,
what's
yeah,
going on.
yeah. Well, we're about to wrap up this show anyway. We've been going 56 minutes right now at this point. And I think we pretty much covered, just about everything. Any other final words to wrap up here? This will be downloaded and put on Black and White Live. So make sure you guys go over and subscribe to Black and White Live. I'm pretty sure that Rhodes is actually going to put a post to the community page.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And real quickly about the Broncos. Look, the Broncos, they're getting some defensive players back this year. Von Miller was out last year, and Bradley Chubb was out last year. So they're getting 2 big defensive players back. Their defense is going to be good this year. So, and they've got a couple of young receivers out there that have got a ton of potential and flashed last year. So, Aaron Rodgers, if he goes to the Broncos, they're gonna win some games this year. They're gonna win some games.
Yeah.
But now, and that also, he's got to get past Patrick Mahomes out there. So, good luck with that, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. I like this comment here in the chat. NBA, not basketball anymore. That's a good idea too. That's a great idea.
Accurate. That is accurate.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something I believe we could probably do right there. Great comment though. Really, really great comment. So, any other final words, Rhodes?
Yeah, very quickly, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to Melissa. I love you and thank you for taking care of the house and the family. Appreciate it.
Good. Me and my wife are going to have seafood today for Mother's Day. I took my mom out to the casinos because I knew I wasn't going to be able to see her today. We had a lot of fun. We gambled some money. Had some really great food at this Asian restaurant in one of the casinos. So, yeah, man, mothers, we love you guys. We respect you guys. You guys birthed us. We really, I like this comment too now that I just saw it. NBA, no LeBrons allowed. I guess you can kind of say no bronze. I get what you're saying. No, I get you what you say. I like that though. I like that. And now I see everybody's saying Happy Mother's Day in the chat.
Mothers hashtag underrated.
Definitely. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this show, guys. Make sure that you check out your favorite podcasting platform later on because the audio from this live stream will be downloaded. It'll be on your Spotify, your Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, all of those. So for me and Rhodes Rants, you guys be safe. Have a great day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And we'll catch you next time.